couldn't happen to him because he was a pastor, right?
Right.
That's a joke because women love power. A woman will go hard after a pastor because she loves the power and the charisma that they have. And he's a man. He's still a man. He was a man before he was a pastor. They'll get it. Listen, I used to work for a pastor.
Uh-oh.
And he used to tell me, I mean, it was almost so, it had somewhat like an innocence to it. But he used to say, please, when such and such comes in, please leave the door open and continue to walk up and down the hall. Because he did not want to be in his office alone with that woman. You know, he didn't want to do it. He did not want the responsibility of pushing this woman away, you know. Right. He didn't want it. And he already knew. So I'm assuming that at some point in time she made him pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He used to tell me all the time. He said, please leave the door open, call me. He would say stuff like, can you call me in 15 minutes and tell me somebody needs me or something, just so he wouldn't be alone for a while with these women. He would do it all the time. So he's a man before he was a pastor. Men, everyone, men and women both get weak. And when they do, things happen. You let it creep in. And you know, women can be relentless when they want what they want, and then they'll sit back and they'll make a joke of it, you know, because you know some people don't care nothing about marriage. We're learning that, right? They don't care nothing about marriage. So if I can't tell you, if I can't make it real to me and make you believe that my marriage is real, you're not going to care anything about it.
Right.
So if I'm, you know, a man trying to talk to me and I'm talking back, he's not caring about my marriage, because if he cared, or if I cared, he would care. But if I'm talking to him, he like, she don't care nothing about her marriage. So, hey, how about that? You know, so I'm going to see how far this goes. And Pastor Gray has fallen into those temptations quite often. I think. Yeah. I don't know how many times, but it always gets so terrible because I don't know why the women who are the side chicks can't respect this first lady. She didn't do anything, you know, and you're not doing anything either. You know, by sleeping with him, you're sleeping with him, you're screwing a married man that's a pastor, and you want to just make him look bad, and you win by making him do that. What exactly did you win? You're still the whore of the church. And
she leaked the phone calls when he was saying that my wife can't cook, she don't clean up behind herself.
You know, I don't get that. I hate that men have to fall subject to that. I wish that when something like that happens, they could reach hold of their wife and be like, babe, I need you close because I'm feeling weak right now. I'm feeling tempted right now. This woman is after me. Please help me. Then, babe, what can I do? What can I do? And then, you know, if we got to go get some counseling, and we got to, you know, whatever we got to do, if we got to go on vacation to get the love back to where it needs to be, you know, like you say, make sure he don't leave home full, whatever the situation need to be. If we need to get it together, we need to get it together. We shouldn't allow our men to go out being able to be tempted like that. But it's up to them to stay connected. And all it is that they're losing the connection from the wife, from the father. You know, the spiritual connection is basically being diminished. And a lot of times that comes in because there's fame attached to having a mega church. You got how many people in the church on Sunday? 5,000-6,000 people in there on Sunday morning, loving you and praising you and telling you everything is good. And you got women up in there undressing you like you a darn king.
Yeah, Joel Osteen got 19,000.
You know, so it's hard to be in those positions. Women love men in power, and especially if they got a husband and he ain't doing it at home. Especially. So, men, y'all have to be very careful. That's why I put out the women. My husband is not a pastor, but that's why I say what I do. Y'all, I'm protecting my union. I'm not going to let you creep in. Cause I saw my mom go through some of this kind of stuff. The little side chicks come sit on the front porch with my mama, you know, and they think it's all a big joke.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. Before she knew,